I'm Liza Lowry, Chief Information Officer for the City and County of San Francisco and Executive Director of the Department of Telecommunications and Information Services. San Francisco's administrative code requires every board, commission, and department of the city and county to prepare an annual report describing its activities. This year, we've prepared the following multimedia report to fulfill these requirements. We hope that it serves as a model of what can be done with today's advanced technologies. We understand that our department exists to serve our customers, both internal to the city, the other departments, and externally, the public. Our cause, or reason for being, is using technology to better serve the community. This statement means that the end result of all our efforts is to improve government services, which in turn improves our community and the lives of the city's customers, individuals and groups of individuals who live, work, and/or visit our community, physically and virtually through the Internet. Although many policies, procedures, and rules direct our daily activities, the Department has developed 9 principles that guide both our day-to-day decision-making and long-term planning. These 9 principles may be reviewed at the end of the video by clicking the navigational bar and opening the section titled Department. These guiding principles focus on customer service, being stewards of the public trust, professional development, ethical decision-making, and continuous improvement. The Department offers 6 core services to our customers: citizen interactive services, e-governance, application portfolio management, end-user support services, communications infrastructure services and support, business integration, and transitional support. Each core service will be highlighted in more detail later in the report by the Department's executive management team. As Director of the Department, it was important for me to develop an improvement plan that clearly articulates our cause or reason for being and our guiding principles. Additionally, the Department was restructured this year in a manner that improves today's delivery of services and prepares us for the future. We've established 4 divisions: Policy and Planning, Business Resources, Operations and Infrastructure, and Technology Services. Each division head will explain their core services and highlight several of their accomplishments in the past year. Denise Brady, Deputy Director of the Department and liaison to the Mayor's Office and the Board of Supervisors, is responsible for the Policy and Planning Division.
I'm Denise Brady, Deputy Director of the Department of Telecommunications and Information Services. In addition to my duties as the Deputy Director, I oversee the Policy and Planning Division in the Office of the Director. The Policy and Planning team is responsible for cable management, information technology policy, strategic planning, and legislative, regulatory, and judicial tracking and advocacy. We act as the external voice of the Department before the general public, community interest groups, the Mayor, the Board of Supervisors, the City's Telecommunications Commission, the State Legislature, the California Public Utilities Commission, the Federal Communications Commission, and on Capitol Hill. Last year, with the support and encouragement of the Mayor and the Department, I was voted the President-elect of the Board of Directors of the National Association of Telecommunications Officers and Advisors, also known as NATOA. Now I would like to highlight some major accomplishments of the Policy and Planning team in the 2000-2001 fiscal year. We are pleased to have successfully negotiated and gained the Board of Supervisors' approval for the first competitive cable television franchise in San Francisco, granted to RCN in October 2000. A cable franchise is the contractual authorization that cable television providers are required to obtain before installing equipment on public property, specifically in city streets. In addition to cable franchise negotiations, my team managed a major construction bond project that will connect city buildings with a city-owned high-speed fiber optic telecommunications network. When this enterprise network, or ENET, is fully operational in January 2002, the city will have a reliable and scalable fiber optic network that can provide city government buildings with state-of-the-art connectivity for data and other services. In constructing the fiber network, we were able to use existing conduit in the streets, thereby significantly reducing disruption as well as cost. As a result, the San Francisco ENET costs 95% less than a comparable network requiring street excavation. Because of these efficiencies, we will complete this project on time and under budget. Also this year, my division completed the extensive research and initial draft of the city's telecommunications plan in collaboration with the Telecommunications Commission. The telecommunications plan will serve as a strategic tool to guide the department's decisions regarding the role of telecommunications in both the work of the city government and the lives of our citizens. Ernie Jackson, President of the Telecommunications Commission, will speak more about the telecommunications plan later in this program. With all of these successes, the Policy and Planning Division looks forward to another productive year. Our goals for the upcoming year include implementation of the telecommunications plan and the creation of a citywide information technology strategic plan. This strategic plan will guide how IT projects are developed, purchased, and maintained in San Francisco city government. As a result of these efforts, we will also develop and establish citywide policies and standards governing the use of information technology. The Policy and Planning Division continues to be a proactive leader in information technology and telecommunications issues affecting city government.
We're looking forward to the completion of the eNet project because of its reliability and scalability. It will also serve as the foundation for the design and architecture of the city's enterprise network. The Business Resources Division, formerly known as Finance and Administration, is led by Vivian, our Chief Administrative Officer. Chris will point out some of the changes that have occurred in this division and highlight its accomplishments for the past year.
My name is Vivian, and I serve the Department of Telecommunications and Information Services as its first Chief Administrative Officer. Our purpose is to provide business knowledge, advice, and services that enable the department to meet the needs of its customers, including city departments, the general public, and public and private organizations. This is a huge responsibility. But to better meet this challenging goal and purpose, my team and I have worked to reorganize the way we're structured, specifically to those core services already in the division: financial management, human resources, and administrative services. We've reorganized and added new core services, including contracts, procurement, formerly known as general services, and two new ones, planning services and safety services. I'm proud to say that the Business Resources Division now provides the most comprehensive array of business products and services ever offered in the history of the Department of Telecommunications and Information Services. The Financial Management Unit plans, directs, and coordinates activities to maximize the strategic use of financial resources and day-to-day fiscal operations directly for the department, but also indirectly for the city. There are two Financial Management Unit accomplishments that I would like to highlight today. The first is that this unit designed, built, and implemented a new automated rate development structure that more accurately captures the true cost of Department of Telecommunications and Information Services products and services. The unit also successfully advocated for our customers and ourselves in getting much-needed funding for enterprise projects such as the city's new email system, customer projects such as funding for the Justice Project, and internal projects that allow us to continue providing a high level of service. The Human Resources Unit plans and directs activities to maximize the strategic use of human capital and coordinates the department's day-to-day personnel operations. Of the many accomplishments of this unit, two stand out. First, this unit processed 2,584 job applications filling 48 positions. Amazing at the best of times, this is a truly remarkable feat given the information technology job market being tight. Participated in citywide labor negotiations that resolved many long-standing issues. The Administrative Services Unit plans, directs, and coordinates activities to maximize the strategic use of day-to-day operations directly for the department and indirectly for the city. I would like to highlight one accomplishment of this unit today. Through the services of a dedicated switchboard team, we've answered over 46,000 incoming phone calls. The Contracts and Procurement Units maintain centralized control over contracts and procurement directly for the Department of Telecommunications and Information Services and for our customers serving as both a resource and administrator of contracts and purchasing. I would like to highlight 3 accomplishments of these units. By focusing on those agreements where economies of scale could be recognized, the Department renegotiated 2 primary data voice contracts, saving 18% on multi-million-dollar annual agreements. With the approval of the Board of Supervisors, the Department of Telecommunications and Information Services made headway into putting money back into the local information technology community by directly and indirectly contracting with vendors. One of the most significant changes was to our Pacific Bell contract, where we successfully negotiated a 20% cost reduction, saving an estimated $7.4 million annually. Working closely with the Committee on Information Technology, the Department of Telecommunications and Information Services Contracts Unit created a new method for managing IT capital assets. As a result, one customer department will save up to 30% by having the option of trading in older equipment for new, state-of-the-art equipment. The Business Resources Division has an experienced and dedicated staff, and I'm proud of all of our accomplishments this year. We look forward to meeting the challenges we have set forth for the next fiscal year.
The Technology Services Division is key in providing the delivery of citizen services. Rod Laux, the city's Chief Technology Officer, leads this division. Rod will explain the services his division provides and highlight accomplishments for the past year.
Hello, I'm Rod Laux, the city's Chief Technology Officer and head of the Technology Services Division of the Department of Telecommunications and Information Services. Our purpose is to strategically implement technology solutions that enhance and support the city's delivery of services. Our goal is simple: to be the best provider of technology solutions. The core services provided to the customers of the Technology Services Division fall into 3 categories: citizen technology services, client or departmental technology services, and project resource management. The purpose of the Citizen Technology Services Unit, also known as Electronic Government or eGov Group, is to use multiple delivery channels to serve the citizens and businesses of San Francisco. The eGov Group exists to facilitate access to information, encourage participation in the democratic process, and provide city services anytime and any place. A key component of this effort is the city's website, which can be accessed at www.sfgov.org. This year, the website was expanded to provide quick access to information about city services provided by an ever-growing number of city departments and agencies. In addition, the SFGov website promotes transparency of government. Citizens can easily access regulatory information and even the minutes of all board and commission meetings with just a few clicks of their mouse. Even more exciting, SFGov provides a set of valuable online services. Citizens can now easily request birth and death certificates or pay their property taxes online. Businesses can use easy web forms to renew their business registrations, obtain permits, and file their taxes. The number of people using the city's online services is growing, as shown by the steady increase in the number of pages viewed per month. By June 2000, the number of page views per month exceeded 1.4 million. Some popular sites include neighborhood information, job listings, and the Board of Supervisors information. The other services provided by the eGov Group is CityWatch, the city's government cable television channel. CityWatch is currently cablecasting 15 different public meetings on a regular basis, creating an average of 26 hours of meeting-related programming per week. CityWatch offers a variety of video production services to city departments, including pre-production planning and coordination, graphic design, and video editing. We're proud that CityWatch won 2 first-place programming awards this year from the National Association of Telecommunication Officers and Advisors. The purpose of the Client Technology Services Unit is to develop systems that meet the needs and requirements of city departments. One of the most important systems is the Court Management System, which serves the Police Department, Sheriff, District Attorney, Public Defender, Trial Courts, and the Adult Probation Department with court calendars, data extracts, and management reports. During the 2000-2001 fiscal year, the system ran over 91,000 jobs, processed an average of over 271,000 user internal inquiries per month, and processed over 2,000 queries per month from outside agencies. With the support of the Mayor's Office, the Department of Telecommunications and Information Services has taken the lead in developing a citywide geographic information system model. Over the past year, the department has developed a vision for a citywide geographic information system and developed a detailed GIS strategic plan. The Client Technology Services Unit has worked closely with the Department of Public Works to plan the transfer of the responsibility for GIS data distribution and enterprise application development to the department beginning in the 2001-2002 fiscal year. Another major project is the move to an enterprise email system, a project that began in 1997. During the 2000-2001 fiscal year, the project was funded and the Committee on Information Technology, or COIT, approved the Department of Telecommunication and Information Services recommendation for an enterprise or citywide approach to email. In January of 2001, the department began moving forward with the citywide electronic messaging project. The purpose of the Project Resource Management section is to further the department's goal of technology leadership by improving the quality of projects on behalf of our customer departments and the public. The unit provides technology consulting services, database administration, quality management methods and controls, research and adoption services, as well as technology training for the staff of the Department of Telecommunications and Information Services and other city departments. The Technology Learning Center offers a variety of options to customer departments seeking instructor-led training. This training includes standard office automation classes, technical courses, custom, on-site, and one-on-one training. During the 2000-2001 fiscal year, the Learning Center has trained nearly 5,000 students and generated a 15% increase in revenue over the previous year. The center expanded its offerings by adding classes in web design, business writing, and technical classes required of city professionals. From one-on-one training to cable TV and the internet, the staff of the Technology Services Division of the Department of Telecommunications and Information Services works hard to implement technology solutions that enhance and support the city's delivery of services.
The migration of the Lotus Notes is a major enterprise project. We look forward to a successful conversion of all city departments onto a single email platform for the first time in the city's history. Dana Homme is Chief Operations Officer and head of the Operations and Infrastructure Division. This division had several major successes this year. Dana will provide an overview of the division's core services and highlight some accomplishments from the past year.
Hello, I'm Dana Homme, Deputy Director for the Operations and Infrastructure Division of DTIS. Our goal is to be the leader in providing a relevant and reliable technology environment for the city and county of San Francisco's local government. The division exists to design, deliver, and sustain the technology resources needed to meet the city's goals. The core services that we provide to our customers fall into 5 categories: customer service and technical support, enterprise services, security operations, network technologies, and public safety operations. The Operations and Infrastructure Customer Service and Technical Support Service provides a technical help desk for DTIS and most of the other city departments, as well as special support for users of the 911 system. They strive to provide the highest caliber service with fast, friendly, and knowledgeable responses to all client inquiries. Our enterprise services staff plan to be a leader in providing enterprise or citywide information technology services to our city government. Serving DTIS as well as most other city departments, the enterprise services staff design, deliver, and sustain the technology resources needed to meet the city's goals. Enterprise services includes computer room operations, hosting services, technical services, a network operations center, and a wide area network infrastructure. Enterprise services is working to define those core services that can benefit from an enterprise approach and develop a strategy for consolidation that will make the best use of city resources. Enterprise services also handles security operations, including a hot site facility, disaster preparedness and recovery operations, and system security. Our network technology services includes wireless services, system architecture and design, network administration and support, communication services, and wireless services, including the city's 800 MHz radio system. They are responsible for designing, delivering, and sustaining the technology resources needed to meet the city's goals for voice, video, and data convergence. The operations and infrastructure public safety operations include 911 operations, CityWatch, which monitors and provides technical support for the city's 800 MHz radio system, Central Fire Alarm and Dispatch, and the Public Safety Infrastructure and Network. Public Safety Operations is responsible for designing, delivering, and sustaining the communications and data systems that serve the emergency medical teams, firefighters, police officers, and dispatchers who are on the front line serving the citizens of San Francisco. We were a key player in the implementation of the new 911 system. Literally overnight, DTIS staff converted the entire police vehicle fleet of over 320 vehicles, 370 mobile data terminals, so this technology could begin communicating with the city's new 911 computer-aided dispatch system. At the same time, the city's new 800 MHz system was placed into operation for police and 911 dispatch communications. DTIS has also upgraded the city's internet connection, which is now 6 times faster for both inbound and outbound internet traffic. The new internet connection serves the city employees and the citizens' access to our website. We have maintained 48,000 feet of public safety wire, 2,800 radio and wireless devices. 4,500 fire alarm boxes have been tested and inspected. 2,800 street lighting system repairs were made. 3,800 telecommunication moves, adds, and changes have been executed. And now we have maintained the continuous operation of the city's 3 largest data centers, 24 hours per day, 7 days a week, processing over 100 million mainframe transactions. As these numbers indicate, the Operations and Infrastructure Division of DTIS plays an important role in keeping our city functioning. We look forward to continuing to design, deliver, and sustain the technology resources needed to meet the city's goals.
The department has made significant progress since it was created in 1996, from consolidation of the Information Services Division of the Controller's Office with the Department of Electricity and Telecommunication. We've become a more focused, integrated organization with common goals. We're moving in the same direction for the first time since the department was created. As we look forward to next year, we'll continue to focus on service improvement through implementation of best practices, including establishment of a project management office, transformation of our technical support approach, implementation of internal business systems that serve the entire department, completion of our department business plan, and continuation of our service improvement teams. Additionally, we will deliver to the Mayor a strategic plan for transition to an enterprise approach to IT. This plan will outline the process and timeline for centralizing oversight of the city's technology resources and developing the city's IT strategic plan. The Telecommunications Commission was established in 1997 by the Board of Supervisors as an advisory body to the Mayor, the Board of Supervisors, and city departments. The primary objectives of the Commission include developing a telecommunications plan and overseeing the city's cable franchise and the public, education, and government cable television channels. Let me introduce the Commissioners: President Ernie Jackson, Vice President Kim Bogan, Commissioner E. David Ellington, and Commissioner Jan Masaoka. And now, President Jackson.
Hello, I am Ernie Jackson, President of the Telecommunications Commission. The Mayor and Board of Supervisors in Ordinance 293-96 created the Telecommunications Commission, consisting of 5 voting members, and directed the Commission to evaluate city policies and procedures affecting the provision of telecommunications services and the installation of telecommunications facilities within the city and develop a city telecommunications plan. The ordinance further directed the Telecommunications Commission to develop the plan with maximum public participation, including San Francisco residents, independent experts, telecommunications providers, and city departments. I'm happy to say that during this fiscal year, 2000 to 2001, the commissioners and staff from the Department of Telecommunications and Information Services attended intensive workshops to formulate the goals, initiatives, and policy recommendations that comprise the proposed telecommunications plan. In scope, this plan focuses on the transmission of information, such as voice, data, or video, rather than the creation, management, or processing of information, which is the broader realm of information technology. The plan addresses and guides telecommunications needs of the public as well as the needs of city government. It establishes overall goals, proposes initiatives to achieve them, and recommends legislation for implementing the goals. Regarding services offered to the city by providers in San Francisco, the city's authority over telecommunication issues is constrained by state and federal law. While the underlying goals of this plan are independent of any state or federal legal restrictions, the initiatives and proposed policies recognize and are influenced by the constraints imposed by law. The plan is a framework for considering whether telecommunication initiatives are consistent with the goals. While the plan looks to the future of telecommunication services in San Francisco, it primarily reflects the current telecommunications landscape. It takes into consideration public input into telecommunications issues, the state of telecommunications industry, the current regulatory environment, and the market for telecommunication services. The plan is not fixed, but will be evolving and amended over time. Consequently, this edition of the plan can be used as a starting point for the public and decision makers to recommend ways that the city might change or refine its policies. It is our intention to introduce this plan to the public, including San Francisco residents, independent experts, and telecommunications providers, and city departments at a hearing in City Hall by the end of this year. After all the comments are forwarded to the commissioners for their consideration, the plan will be adopted by the Telecommunications Commission and forwarded to the Mayor and Board of Supervisors during the fiscal year 2001 to 2002.
I'm pleased to announce that the telecommunications plan is drafted and expected to be adopted by the Board of Supervisors and the Mayor in early 2002. I hope you found this report to be informative and useful, as well as a great demonstration of what can be done with today's technologies. We invite your comments and feedback. Thank you.